No, he was born a slave in Virginia, 1856. So he was born 9 years before the Civil War had ended and 5 years before it began. He went to Hampton Institute, but later on to become Hampton University. So he was a well-educated black man. I need y'all to write this down. Now, after he went to Hampton and he taught elementary school, he went on to become the principal of the Tuskegee Institute, which would later on to become Tuskegee University. Does anybody know what Tuskegee University specializes in? What is their main focus?
The only thing I know about
African American studies.
The Tuskegee Syphilis Project. That's the only thing I really learned about it.
Would you like to tell us about that?
The project was to test these. I don't want to say it was necessarily knew they was diseases and stuff, but they was testing all these medicines on poor black men. And it was giving them, sometimes we give them money to do it, and black men would do it because if they was poor, they needed to help their family and stuff. So they was testing these medicines on them, and some of them will kill them. Some of the medicines will kill them.
Very good. All right. The Tuskegee was known for vocation. Just like Carver is known for, Carver Vo-Tech, you have Mergenthaler Vocational Tech. Tuskegee was like Tuskegee Vo-Tech school, but at the high level. Now, the thing about Booker T. Washington is he believed that his vision right here will lead to a political equality and civil rights. And this is a few years before Martin Luther King, probably about 20, 30, 40 something years. So the idea of civil rights is long-standing. But the only, I guess you could say, asterisk by his ideology is that he believed blacks should put aside the demands for voting rights and ending segregation. He wanted them to make economic progress. He wanted to work really hard with their America. He wanted black Americans to basically learn trades, get a job. Yeah. Now the pro about this is that he was considered a bridge between whites and blacks. But however, the bad thing about it is he accepted racial segregation, but only to a certain extent. As long as blacks got their education, they were working. Afterwards, when they would get to that higher level of understanding of everything, then they should go on and go forth to ending segregation, getting that political equality. Economic opportunities, economic equality. Wait, did everybody finish writing this down?
Well, I just started.
Has anybody heard of this man?
He changed it.
No, really? Right. Somewhat, maybe not so much similar background. W.E.B. Du Bois was born in 1868, 3 years after the Civil War ended in Massachusetts. He attended Fisk University. Does anybody know what Fisk University is?
You said what?
Fisk, F-I-S-K.
That sounds familiar.
It's in Tennessee. They just know it's one of the harder HBCUs to get into. Very competitive to get in, and very small population. I attended a college store once, and they told me the student population was about 900, 800 students. I attend Coppin State University. We have about 3,000 so undergrad. They're known for producing doctors and lawyers, so it's kind of hard to kind of tell. He went when he was 16, so you kind of see what kind of mind he had. And afterwards, he went to Harvard to get his PhD in history. Now, he agreed with Booker T. Washington's ideology. I hope you took it. However, he opposed that idea of accepting racial segregation. That was the only issue he had. He wanted to end segregation. He was a political activist. He didn't want any of this. He wanted economic equality. He wanted job opportunities for African Americans. Now, has anybody heard of Talented 10?
Talented what?
10. Josh, would you like to tell us? Enlighten us, please.
He probably don't know that.
You gotta speak up though.
I wasn't really studying over it too much. I was just
Look at him lying.
I understand. I was going to say that. Wait, everybody wrote this down? Except because I really want to show y'all this. It's like real important. It's kind of slick.
You go ahead.
Why is it quotation?
Y'all on the second bullet.
Oh, that's a typo.
That's a lot.
That's a typo.
Yes, I did. Oh, did you do Bitch, I had to jump in the bit. Why? Why should I read
Oh, on top of this, before I show the Talented 10, have any of you heard of socialism? Yeah. Communism? Yeah. Can you explain to me socialism and communism?
Isn't communism where they want everything to be equal?
It's the opposite of capitalism. Capitalism, where you have this free enterprise where every man on his own to attain wealth. So you have these lower levels of poor people down here, which must have rich folk. You have middle class. However, communism, everybody's on the same level. So there's no rich, there's no poor. It's you're here, but it's government regulated. So I guess you could say it's equal distribution. Now, on top of that, why would you think a black man during this time, during Jim Crow, during pre-civil rights, would want to join the system of socialism and communism? Like how so?
I mean, some of the Jim Crow laws that they had was law-esque for black people. You know, like, well, not actually.
No, keep going. You want to
Because, like, you know, when black people couldn't vote, you know, like, really couldn't vote, and like marriages, we couldn't go in, you know, white people, and we couldn't call white people by their first name, that we call them, you know, Mr. Sir, and Mrs. and stuff. And,
Since government regulated,
stuff like that.
the government still regulated.
So of course they would want to be equal.
It's the government, they're not going to make it all.
You had the right concept, but not necessarily in the right context. Think more so economically. Whereas though you have rich and you have poor. However, with socialism, everybody's on the same level. So if you would apply that to American society, instead of having whites only, you can only get this job and we'll discriminate against blacks and make them hard for them. Instead of having rich white folks and poor black folks, you have everybody on the same spectrum.
That will be nice.
You said it would not be right?
Like, the economy collapses.
How so? You have communist countries today. Cuba. Would you say China's economy is collapsing? And China makes all these goods and products just for the US. North Korea is communist.
Your party was better. I really believe it was worse. I don't think it's better because everybody has the same opinion. You don't got that feeling that you're at the bottom of the food.
There'd be no need for money.
What?
You still need the money. You still need to survive.
Yeah.
It's just that anyway, it's all regulated by the government. But the government is gonna lie anyway. So that's the point.
Let us jump off topic for like 2 seconds.
Why you ready to look up something?
We're gonna talk about